Ferdinand de Lesseps was a man with a dream. After making the Suez Canal a reality, he turned his eyes to Panama. He wanted to build a canal to connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, making travel easier for ships. At first, he thought about using Lake Nicaragua, but that plan hit many bumps along the way. So he shifted his focus to Panama, aiming for a high-level lock canal. But nature had other plans. A deadly disease called yellow fever spread among the workers, causing fear and halting the work. Despite removing millions of cubic meters of dirt, the canal remained unfinished. De Lesseps faced not just challenges in construction, but also the harsh realities of the land and health. His story teaches us that even great ambitions can meet obstacles, but the dream of progress never fades away. Meanwhile, U.S. interest had been actively maintained, but the situation was complicated by political difficulties and questions of sovereignty. A treaty between Britain and the United States recognized the exclusive U.S. right to construct, regulate, and manage a canal across the isthmus, but Panama was Colombian territory, and the Colombia Senate refused ratification of a treaty with the United States. After a revolt, a treaty was signed with independent Panama that granted the United States exclusive use, occupation, and control of the canal zone in perpetuity. Although preliminary work started in 1904, little real progress was made because of disputes over the type of canal that should be built. Not until 1906 was the high-level lock plan finally adopted, as opposed to the previously favored sea-level plan. Largely responsible for this decision was John F. Stevens, who became chief engineer and architect of the canal. Completed in 1914, the canal is 82 kilometers 51 long. At its start from the large harbor area in Limon Bay on the Caribbean Sea, it rises more than 24 meters 80 feet above sea level to Gatun Lake through the Gatun Locks and is retained at the north by these locks and dam, and at the south by the Pedro Miguel Locks and Dam. The waterway then runs through the Gallard Cut, which channels it through the Continental Divide, then between the Pedro Miguel Locks and Miraflores Lake at an elevation of 16 meters, 54 feet, ships to the Pacific Ocean being lowered by them to the Balboa Harbor entrance. Gatun Lake, with its area of 430 square kilometers, 166 square miles, is an integral part of the waterway and the principal source of its water. In 1979, control of the canal passed to the Panama Canal Commission, a joint agency of the United States and the Republic of Panama, and complete control passed to Panama on December 31st, 1999. Administration of the canal is the responsibility of the Panama Canal Authority, Spanish Autoridad del Canal de Panama (ACP), which answers solely to the government of Panama.